Okay, welcome. So now we are here, alive and healthy and blessed, and we're going to go through our first live trading session together, New York session. So some people were asking about different times that we could actually have this meeting. For Tuesdays and Thursdays during the mentorship, we'll be live trading for this month of May 2023. And the time that we're trading specifically is at New York session. So pre-New York session and New York session. So we're not actually at the liberty to change the time because we're just going according to the market for these particular sessions. Maybe for some of the other programs that we're running during the mentorship light, we can actually adjust the times and flexibility. So so what we're gonna do when we come to the charts, right? We got the charts open up here. We're interested today looking at GJ as well as gold. I just want to make sure you guys can see my screen. Okay, perfect. We're looking at GJ as well as gold. Those are the two pairs we're interested in trading today. But even before we come and look at the charts, you might come here and say, oh man, let's hop into a trade. Let's see what's going on. But before you do that, the first thing we have to do is come over to forexfactory.com. And then we need to see that the pairs that we're trading today is USD, but there's no major news, right? And it's still quite a time away. So we've got quite a while before we have this news on USD, but there's no major news for us during this session. We'll be off the charts by way before this time anyway. So now we can hop over to the charts. We'll start with gold. We'll come over to the daily, higher time frame analysis. So we'll start with the daily and then we'll break it down, right? So if we're looking at the daily here, you can see that the daily had this uptrend, right? Sort of like this uptrend right here in this channel. If you look at that, looks like there's an uptrend, right? So gold has been going up in price. Now we need to decide, looking at the current daily candle, which is bullish, is this one right here, right? It's bullish. We got sort of this daily support right here. And it looks like this is trying to go up to test the highs because this current bullish daily candle already broke yesterday's high. Look at that. Right here is when it broke just yesterday's high. So it has the chance to continue driving up for today. And it most likely, if it does so, will occur during New York session because there's a lot of volume in New York session, right? So we got this daily sort of support right here. And then up above here, we got this daily resistance. But even before that, you got one right here to the left, looking here to the left. We got this daily resistance, right? So you want to capture a piece of this move, right? But looking at this daily, we can see that price is going up, right? Today's candle already broke yesterday's high, so we got the opportunity for price to just continue driving up here on gold. But now we need to decide if we think that our bias is daily, sorry, our bias for the daily is bullish. We need to decide, okay, what can we enter? You can't just enter right here. If you enter right here, your stop loss is like way down here, right? At like 100 pips or 1,000 points. And if it's down here, even more at like 1,500 pips. So it doesn't make sense for us to try to enter there. So we know the daily is bullish. It's already broke the high of the previous daily candle. And it has a lot of room to drive clean traffic to the left on the daily. So looking at the 4-hour. So what you might see is that by tomorrow, coming back to the daily, what you might see is that tomorrow, this bullish candle probably did something like this. This bullish candle right here probably did something like this by tomorrow with a top wick like this. That's what we might see. So that's what the candle might look like tomorrow. But in the meantime, let's hop over to the 4-hour. So on the 4-hour, we see that the current 4-hour is bullish, right? It broke above this resistance right here. And it broke the high of the candle the previous bullish 4-hour candle that was over here that created this high, right? So it already broke this high and it has room to continue driving up this 4-hour candle. And it's clean traffic right here. Look at this. This is a clean move. It's clean, right? So we know that the daily is currently bullish. The 4-hour candle is currently bullish and breaking into this range right here, right? With potentials to drive all the way up to even this high here. But this is a daily resistance right here, if I'm not mistaken, that we saw on the daily, right? So it has the potential to drive all the way up to this high right here. So now we're sort of creating this picture, right? We say, okay, the daily is already bullish. We said that the 4-hour right now is bullish. It broke the previous 4-hour high and it broke this previous 4-hour bullish high as well. So it broke both of these highs right here, right? So we're painting this picture, right? Daily's bullish and the 4-hour is bullish. Now let's come over to the 1-hour. Now look at this. The previous 1-hour bullish candle, and the 1-hour is also bullish, but the previous 1-hour bullish candle even broke and closed above this resistance right here with this candle right here, if you see that, right? What does that mean? This was a resistance. This had a wick, this had a wick, and this had a wick, right? You got a wick right here, a wick right here, and a wick right here. They couldn't close above here. But this candle right here, this candle was able to close above, closing right here, above this resistance. So that's indication that price may continue to drive up. This one single candle was able to do what these other candles to the left couldn't do. It closed above. So that means this next candle forms a bottom wick and it has potential to continue driving up, right? So we know that the daily's bullish. The 4-hour is bullish and the 1-hour is bullish. We have all these sort of confluences on our side so far. So let's look over at the 30-minute. And then we have this clean traffic to the left side to continue driving up. So looking at the 30-minute. Same thing. Current 30-minute is bearish, but this previous 30-minute was able to close above here, right? In fact, both of these were. This one right here, if you see it, was able to close above this 30-minute as well as this 30-minute. So now, how do you want to enter something like this? Well, since this 30-minute closed so far above, away from the zone, we want this one to come back down a bit, form a resistance, and then continue to drive up. So what would that look like? So ideally, we want to see something like this on the 30-minute. We like to see this current candle come down, wrong color. We like to see this current candle come down and maybe, what I do? Close something like that. Then we'd like to see the next candle close bullish. Maybe maybe we need the right color first. We'd like to see the next candle close bullish to form a support. And then the next candle will probably, the next candle after that will probably come down a bit, create a bottom wick, and then this one will continue to drive up. And this would be the entry we're looking for. Because this candle right next to us closed too far away from the zone. In fact, let's try to see exactly how many pips did it close away from the zone. It's not too bad, actually. It's not too bad.
How many pips?
It's about 15 pips. It's not too bad, actually. It's not too far, but it's still too far respective to in relation to the previous one that closed right here next to it. So that's our bias for gold. Buys above here actually, to be honest with you. Buys above 20, 28.24. We can probably just wait, right? So look at the time. What time is it right now? If you look down here. Right now it's 6:44 in New York, so it's still pre-New York. Plenty of time, maybe some volume kicking in. So I wouldn't be interested into sales until we break below this daily support, which is right here at 2016. But I'd be interested in sales at 2013 747. Sorry, what is that? 2013 747. So our bias for gold is buys. Could potentially fill this range coming up to this resistance to the left. Resistance to the left, we got like about how many pips? About 100 pips. Yeah, 1,000 points. Sweet. So that's our bias for gold. This could potentially just drive, but we'll wait. We will wait. Ideally, I'd like for this to form a support here since this kind of moved far away, but we can look at the 1 hour potentially as well with a 1 hour closure, but we'll wait. Cool. So let's do analysis on British pound. Anybody can tell me what the first thing we got to do? We're on British pound now.
Daily.
So we're going to come over to the daily. We're going to look at the daily. We see that, what do we see? We see that the daily is sort of like in this uptrend right here, right? Price is moving up, right? It looked like it created this high right up here. Then it came back down, it formed support, and then it drove up. And maybe it's going to continue the bullish drive. But we'll have to see. We will have to see. So
But it broke, but look at it. It broke the structure, the previous daily candle structure.
where?
The blue wick, the last blue daily candlestick. Didn't it break the structure?
No, I'm actually really only concerned. I'm just giving you a visual that this is a bullish uptrend. I'm actually really only concerned with this daily candle. So if we look at this daily candle, we have a, where is it? We have a support right here. And we have a resistance right here. So now coming over to the 4 hour. Looking at the 4 hour. We got a support right down here on the 4 hour. And we can adjust this daily down to this 4 hour high right here. And just adjust this a bit as well. We got price looking to potentially break out of this range right here. So coming over to the 1 hour. Looking at the 1 hour. We still have this sort of support right here. Price was just, looked like there might have been news coming down. Let's actually look to see. So this was on the 1 hour. Was there news today on, there was some minor news on Japanese yen, and then there was some sort of minor news on British pound today as well. But if we look right here, price closed outside of this range, closed back into the range, closed outside of this range, closed right back into the range, and now we got this candle that's looking to break out again. So I would say actually maybe this is a nice 1 hour support instead. Then we can actually bring this down to these highs here. In this range right here, there's no trade for us in this range. This range right here is a no trade range. Looking at the 30-minute. At the 30-minute, we have a support we would say is better suited right here. And then our potential buys would be above here. So we have two buyers here. And this range, how big is this range? This range is about not too big. Because you have two ranges here, actually. You have this sort of like, if you look at this, it's sort of like this middle right here. So, if we go for sells, you have about 24 pips. And if we're looking for buys above this range right here, I'm more comfortable with buys above this range here. So just to be on the safe side, buys above, what is that? 170, 54. And I am interested in sells below here. Sells below 170, 12. Sweet. So is that making sense to everyone?
Yeah.
So looking at gold. This is nice. If this candle can break this high right here, I'm interested in buys. So I'll just show you what that would look like. There would be a buy stop on the top of this previous bullish candle. The sell stop will be below the previous bullish candle for 33 pips. Take profit will be at the high up here. So if this current bullish candle could break this high, I'm interested in that type of position right there, risking 1%.
Okay, so can I ask a question real quick?
Sorry, yeah, what'd you say?
Yeah, so basically, before you even enter a trade, you want to look at the daily and you want to see where the current level of support is. And then from there, you create the range of, I guess, you find the range. Yeah, I'm my bad. I was moving a lot. I'm trying to like really just nail that part down. Maybe I can pick it up as we go, but am I on point? Am I on point for that first part where it's like you look at the daily and you see the level of support and you create the range? Is that good? Is that accurate?
1 second. Let me just see something here. Okay. So you guys know that we have a buy stop right up here for potential entry for those who are going to take the same trade.
You selling it now?
No, I'm placing the buy stop there. If it gets activated, then I'll be in the trade.
Yeah, but I mean, like, have you set it?
I'm about to set it now.
Why don't you want to wait for the next hour candle?
Yeah, I could wait for the next 1 hour candle because it's going to potentially create a bottom wick. But with all this clean traffic to the left-hand side, this may potentially just drive. And actually, I don't want to spend a lot of time not going break even. So as soon as this drives, I'd like to go break even.
So you think it's going to drive? Yeah.
If it doesn't drive before the next 1 hour candle, I'll remove the buy stop and I'll wait for the bottom wick. So to answer your question,
Yeah.
Jamar, you were saying about for the analysis, yeah, we wanna do a top-down analysis. So the way we do that is we start with the higher time frame, and then from the higher time frame, we try to find a bias. If there's still sort of like no conclusion, then we want to go deeper into the time frame. So then we go over to the 4 hour time frame, and then we'll go over to the 1 hour time frame, and then also the 30-minute. So it looks like
I got you. Okay.
I'm sorry, what'd you say, brother?
No, I said I got you. My bad. Yeah. That's perfect. Okay, I got that part down.
So I have a buy stop set right about here. I don't know if who's actually looking to take the same trades, but just right here we have a buy stop set. But looking at the time, if you look down here, if this buy stop is not activated before 7, I'm gonna say by 6:50, 6:58, maximum 6:59, I'll remove the buy stop and then I'll wait for the next candle to form a bottom wick. So it should be something like this with a bottom wick, and then I'll replace the buy stop for the drive. If this doesn't drive before 7. If this does drive at 10 pips, about right here, then I'll close partial the position and I'll bring the stop loss to break even, making it a risk-free trade. Until then, we just have to wait. This is the 1-hour candle. Looking to the left. Got a little key level here on the 1-hour to the left. And this resistance right up here on the 1-hour to the left. But aside from that, nothing too crazy. So we're not getting the drive just yet, and that's fine. This is the 15-minute. This is our 30-minute. It might not drive because this 15-minute candle does not have a bottom wick. It could come back down to create the bottom wick first. It's only 3 minutes remaining. So I'm going to remove this buy stop. One second, let me see. Yeah, I'm going to give it about...
You should have got clipped. I'm already in.
I didn't get clipped yet. Or maybe I did, let me see. No, I didn't get clipped yet.
I'm in. God damn it.
Oh. Make sure you set your stop loss. No, I didn't get clipped yet. My buy stop is precisely at let's see, 2031.35.
Well,
But I think I'm going to it's 6:58. I'm just gonna give it about 60 seconds, 40 seconds.
broke that high though, by like a pip.
Sorry, I'm just looking at this. I think because I need to change the size of this. No, that's a good sign. It broke this high. It could just keep driving. Does it seem like this? Oh no, there we go. I'm like, does it seem like that my trading view is not moving? 9 seconds. Look at the 5-minute real quick. You have your stop loss set, right? Previous candle low.
Yeah, on the 1 hour.
Okay, so this might drive right before the last 1 minute, but let's see.
Like a
I
a
still have my,
volume
I
up.
didn't remove my buy stop yet.
I'm up like $3. Should I close it?
If you want to close it, that's up to you. That's because I think I'm just gonna wait for this hourly to close. So I just removed my buy stop. If you want to close it, that's up to you.
-6, man.
The idea for this is still the same for me. Okay, so now we got the new 1 hour candle. Great. I want this new 1 hour candle to create a form of bottom wick. After it creates a bottom wick, then I'm interested in putting a new buy stop here. But I need a bottom wick first. So it might take 5 minutes, it might take 15 minutes, and this could just dry. That's also fine.
Go on, drive. Drive, baby.
Yep, it could just drive. But since I didn't get activated before the new 1 hour, I wasn't interested. So what we find is that majority of all candles have a top and bottom wick. Top, bottom, top, bottom. Majority of all candles have a top and bottom wick. There might be those few candles that won't create either or, but those are the ones we worry about because if majority of all the candles have a top and bottom wick, it means that this one could come back down to create this bottom wick, or it could just drive as well.
Has it reached the 10 pip mark?
The 10 pips, I believe it has. So if you are in this trade, you got 10 pips right here. It just reached it. I would secure some profits, and then I would take my stop loss to break even, making it a risk-free trade.
Okay, I just closed it.
Congratulations if any of you already entered that trade. I'm interested in this creating a bottom wick first. So it should look something like this. Or this candle. Oh, why is my tool not drawing? Sorry. Okay. So this candle here creates a bottom wick first. And then on the drive up. The reason is because majority of these candles have top and bottom wicks. So that's what I'm comfortable with. If it drives without creating that bottom wick, then it just wasn't a part of my plan, and that's totally fine. One thing that we do know as well, this is a 30-minute candle. That means that it has 2 15 minutes in its lifespan. Usually the first 15 minutes, if it goes in one direction, it normally goes the opposite direction for the second half of the 30 minutes, which would be the second 15 minutes. Let's see here. Cool. Let me clear this. Okay, while we wait to see what gold is going to do, let's take a quick look over at GJ to see if there was any setups there. Oh, we got this closure below, but it closed. Look how it closed. It closed with no wick. That usually means that there's no more range to drive. So this might form support. This may drive up, form a support, and then continue driving up. And if it closes back into this range, that means you have a support formed inside of this range. If this candle closes back into this range, like maybe like this, that means that the next candle could create a bottom wick. and then just continue drive up to fill this range. Very likely. So how many pips is in this range? About 18 pips, not bad. Okay, let's come back to gold here. So this 1 hour candle has not formed a bottom wick. But if you look at all these other candles, the majority of these candles, as I mentioned, this one has a bottom, has a top, has a snub, and a bottom, top, bottom, bottom, top, top, bottom. If you look at the majority of the candles, this one has no top wick, but just like a snub. But this one completely doesn't even have a snub, right? So if you look, the majority of these candles, look at this one right here, no top wick. Majority of these candles have a top and bottom wick. So we'll see. This potentially has the chance to. Can anybody tell me what's going to happen if this creates a bottom wick? It means that it has to go down first to create that wick, correct?
Yeah.
And then when it comes potentially to drive back up, then we're interested in those buys.
Where are you going to put the buy?
I'm interested in the buys on the break of the previous bullish high after a potential wick is formed, depending on how big the wick is. Let's say if it creates a wick that looks something like, sorry. If it creates a wick that looks something like maybe like that, then I'm interested in the flip of this candle to drive up. Have to wait and see. So looking at the time, it's now only 6 minutes into this new hourly candle and this new 30-minute candle. Still pre-New York, still a lot of time in the market to go. GJ, look at that. Let's see the 1 hour. So there's 1 hour close below this resistance, which was a 1 hour resistance right here. Looking left, continue driving down. Let's go, GJ. But it closed with no bottom wick. So continue, it could potentially continue driving up. That might be the drive right there. Look at that. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Is it going to drive? These GJ sales are not bad. It would be on the break of this low. I just don't like that the previous candle closed with no bottom wick. That'd be this candle high. Or a 1-to-1. About 20 pips. Not bad. Not bad at all. Cool. Any questions while we wait? Trading is just about waiting. Honestly. Oh man, sounds like somebody's full margin. Sounds like somebody's running out of margin there. Oh, look at this gold. Might just drive. Clean traffic to the left-hand side. Minor key level right here on the 30-minute. Is this where it's going to reject to create the bottom wick? Or is it going to just drive up? Look at that. Perfectly rejecting at that level too. Minor key level. Even cleaner buys maybe above this level as well. 68 pips. Wow, nice. Very nice. The GJ drive. Minor level right here to the left on GJ at the bottom of this wick right here. Oh, why am I right there. Minor key level. Look at the time. We're only 10 minutes into the new hourly candle. This entire range is nice. Just strong forward candle. If GJ, British pound Japanese yen, if it can have a closure below here, you got all this clean traffic down here. About 68 pips. And it might just happen like that actually. But we'll see. Gold's not having that strong run. Only 7:15, about 45 minutes until New York. Currency market is open. So let me know if you guys have any questions in the meantime.
Do you always say the 30 minutes, or what determines which time frame you trade from?
For the most part, it's just experience. And then also where I learned, and that's just what we were taught, 30-minute. For gold, some people are trading a 5-minute. They're looking at these levels on a 5-minute. I find that there's a better win rate on the 30-minute as well, because the 5-minute is quite fickle. But some people love the 5-minute. So we're about to get a 15-minute closure. And there we go. We got a 15-minute closure. Now we gotta wait and see. So congratulations if you got in these trades and then you went break even after securing profits on 10 pips. I didn't get in on this trade. I'm waiting for the bottom wick of this 1 hour, which still does not have one. And I'm just more comfortable with that. But we could see this next 15 minutes for this 30-minute candle potentially come down to create one. But we'll see. The only problem now is if this current 15-minute candle comes down and breaks the low of the previous 15-minute candle, we have a problem. It can continue driving down. That's our problem. We shall see. If this 15-minute candle breaks the high that's left of the previous bullish candle to the left, it can continue driving up. A closure in this range, that means that we might have, I might have a position at 7:30 or at 8. And we will see. Looking at GJ, not doing much, right? It's just there. Waiting for an update.
Gold's pumping.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna break the highs to the left.
Should have stuck. I just should have stuck to that trade. Closed it too early.
You close full?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
So it looks
50
like it's
bucks.
breaking the high of to the left here.
Why did you not want to set up a buy stop now?
Because if you look to the left here, there's a key level. So I'm interested in a closure above here, then drive up. Or if this 30-minute candle wants to close above here, then I'm interested in another buy stop. Just gotta wait. I gotta see how I can set up OBS for the Zoom. Well, maybe I don't need to set up OBS for the Zoom. But how do I play music? Oh no, I don't want to play music in the Zoom. But when I upload this later, it's gonna be a copyright strike. And I want you guys to be able to access this again. So this is recorded. How many pips did you grab on that entry?
10 pips probably. 50
Nice.
bucks.
Then you close full.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Trying to bring my account back up.
Yeah.
Every time I've closed partials, it always hits my stop loss. So I'd rather just close full.
Every single time?
Most times, yeah. Like 9 out of 10.
Oh wow. British pound, Japanese yen. Look at that. Just still deciding on what it's gonna do. Might get a closure above here for a 730 position. I hear somebody taking positions. What's going on?
Sorry, I'm doing another trade.
Oh,
Euro Audi.
all right. 9 minutes until a 730 closure. So we gotta wait 9 minutes for a 730 closure. So let's see if I can spank somebody real quick. This is what we do. We just wait and hopefully make some money.
So you don't have to use MetaTrader to do trades. You can use TradingView to do trades and stuff.
It depends on your broker. I use both. So when I take my entry, I'm gonna take it on MetaTrader. And when I do my analysis, I use it on TradingView because TradingView, you log in, it's going to go throughout your entire what do you call it? All of your devices. You'll have your chart saved on all of your devices. You know what I mean? But if you want to execute the position with transaction volume, like lot size, etc., you have to use MetaTrader. But depending on your broker, you can actually just do it in TradingView. It just depends on what broker you're using.
Which broker do you use?
I'm right now using Traders Global for a funded account. So I'm MetaTrader. Like I mentioned, MetaTrader is going to be the way. For TradingView, you can see which brokers you can log in on. I'll show you actually after. Let me show you. Gold is just still there. What is this guy trying to do? Oh, I see what he's trying to do. Oh, that's not good. Got about 7 minutes remaining. I'm going to show you how you can see the brokers that they have available. Oh, is gold moving? Not yet. Okay. I thought I muted this. Mute tab. Gold is rejecting. Hmm. He's gonna move this here, yeah. I knew that. Then he's gonna put me in check by moving this one here. Okay. 5 minutes to a 30-minute closure. 45 seconds remaining here for a winner on chess. Let's see. Want to do something like this. I want him to take that. If he doesn't, he's an idiot. "26 seconds, 25 seconds remaining." So that's what he did, but I'm gonna put that here. And I'm going to take his pawn. Got 15, 14, 13. Okay. No, I'm just gonna move this one right here. He's gonna take I'm gonna take his bishop. We got 10 seconds remaining. Looks like I'm about to win. 5, 4, 3, 2. He lost. Cool. Yeah, and that's how we kill time. So now you see, like, live trading is a lot of waiting. So, like, on trading view here, if you come down to the bottom, this is your option to sign into a broker. I got a whole tutorial about trading view on the course, but it gives you your trading panel right here. Click this, and then you can see all brokers, and these are the brokers you can use with trading view. It's quite a number of them. Oenda, Binance, Forex.com, Currency.com, Black Bull. Yeah, it's quite a number. But the thing with a lot of these brokers, they're what you call regulated brokers in the sense that maybe they give you a very small leverage. Maybe they don't allow crypto deposits. There's quite a few catches that you have to deal with. Okay, we're about to get a 30-minute closure in about 2 minutes. If you look at the right here, this is where you can view the candle time remaining right here. You see that? So it says we got 2 minutes remaining. It's rejecting. But this is good. So there's volume here, right? So this, if we were on the charts at 5:30, this closure above, we would have caught this move. Maybe it would have been a huge stop loss, but it would have been a nice move. And this range is about 40 pips. So nice range as well. And it was just bullish candle after bullish candle after bullish candle. So there's a lot of volume. Like I said earlier when we were looking at the daily, that price has the potential for the day to at least maybe fill this entire range right here on the daily. About 80 pips. If it decides to drive even further up to fill this range here, it's almost 200 pips. So it's looking like a nice day.
Do you always trade when the price goes up, or do you also trade when the price will go down?
Yeah, we can also trade when price is moving down, but it would have to at least be below this 4-hour right here. So that's gonna be 2020.06. It would have to be below here because right now this is a 4-hour strong uptrend, right? And it doesn't look like it has any time to stop until maybe up here with this
Yeah,
level
I see
right
that.
here.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
for sales at the moment, there's really we got a new 30-minute candle. It just closed right at this level. But I'm interested if it creates a nice bottom wick. I'm interested in taking buys on this position.
What do
I
you
might
think about GJ?
for GJ. Let's see the 30-minute closure on 3. Oh, GJ is. It looks like it just closed right back into the range. So it looks like that this one could just continue to drive up here. But and I really don't like any trade inside of this range, even though I do believe that it could potentially fill this range if it drives back up. But let's see what happens with gold here. If it creates this bottom wick, we have potential. So I'm gonna remove this for those who already caught this. That's good. Congratulations. But if it creates a nice bottom wick here, I'm interested on the break of these highs. Previous candle low is our stop loss to drive all the way up to here. Just depends on how nice this bottom wick is. This 1 hour still doesn't have a bottom wick. Yeah, GJ, it could potentially just shoot up and fill this range on the break of this high here, because this is let me show you exactly what this is. Or can I even show you? Oh, I think I can. 1 second. What is this? What is this? Okay. Let me see if I can. What is it? Price on desktop. What does it matter? It's not forming. But I don't know. I'm not really interested in the move on GJ because I don't want to take any positions inside of this range. I'm interested in sells below here. But if this one comes up to break the high of this left, it could fill this range. And let me readjust this now here. Should be below here now, which would be 0.9, yeah. So until then, we just gotta wait. How's those AUD trades going?
So I break even.
AUD, what was it? Buy or sells? Is
Sells.
it AUD CAD or
Euro Audi.
oh Euro? Let's see.
Oh, it's driving now. Go on, volume.
Was it buys or sells?
Sells.
Okay, we might get this bottom wick here on gold. Ooh, that's nice already. Oh no, that was my arrow, sorry. So now it's already, oh, 10 pips. So did GJ fill the range? Let's see, as gold went down. Oh no, it didn't. It did not. It's also going down. So this is 10 pips here. Interesting. Very interesting. Respecting the previous candle's low. Or let's see. It's gonna break the previous candle low. If it breaks the previous candle low, you know what that means. It's creating a 1 hour bottom wick. It's creating a bottom wick for the 1 hour candle. If it respects the previous candle low and then come back up and breaks its own high, I'm interested in those buys right above the high of its own high. Any questions? Got like 24 minutes until the currency markets in New York, America are open. So this 15-minute candle broke the low of the previous 15-minute candle, which means that this 15-minute candle could close and the next 15-minute candle could drive down. And look something like this. If it closed, wherever it closed, so say it's closed, it could create its top wick and then continue driving down, something like that. Potentially on the 15-minute. Another thing to go back to your question earlier, Jamar, about 30-minute, 15-minute. On the 15-minute, a lot of fake outs. Quite often there's a lot of fake outs. So if you see that you had a resistance right here, this was a fake out. If you say you had a support right here, this was a fake out. A lot of 15-minute fake outs on a 15-minute candle. Okay, so
So
this
what's
is
the
what,
best way to analyze the 15-minute? Basically, based on the previous candle?
no, I just stick to the 30-minute.
Okay.
I just stick to the 30-minute candle.
So on a 30-minute time frame, if the previous candle breaks the current candle's lower high, you basically determine what you're gonna do from that.
If the 15-minute candle,
Not a 30-minute.
if the 30-minute candle breaks what the current high,
Yeah, so basically this right here, if you're looking at this chart right here, this candle goes higher than the candle on the left, that's when you know the price is gonna go up. Is that what you're saying?
if this current candle
Yeah,
breaks its own high right here,
yeah.
I believe price is going to continue going back up after creating this bottom wick. So actually, I'm going to have a buy stop right here, right above that high. And it's going to, what's my stop loss? About 21 pips. Not bad. But I might, yeah, I'm going to have a buy stop right above there. So I got my buy stop set. It is set at Oh damn, somebody full margin over there. I gotta call it out because I don't want people to think it's me. Actually, my MetaTrader is muted. 2033.07 is my buy stop. 2033.07. 2033.07 is my buy stop. Stop loss below the previous candle. And yeah, I'm interested in that. Where is this? Sorry. This stop loss is 2030.75. If this current candle closes bearish, if it closes bearish, then I'll remove this. Or if it breaks the low of the previous candle. So just to draw it out for you. Where's my annotations? Here we go.
I'm getting it now. I'm getting good. Show me.
If this candle right here
Yeah.
closes red, I'll remove this buy stop. Or if this candle right here breaks the low of this candle, so meaning if it goes below this candle right here, I'll remove this buy stop.
Basically saying that the price is going to keep going down.
It's has strong potential to continue down. Yeah.
Yeah, strong potential to go down. If it breaks below, it closes below the candle. Yeah, okay, I see. This shit's crazy, bro. I'm learning a lot, man.
If this, check this one out too. So this current candle, if it flips back up and becomes blue and then breaks this high, potential to continue drive up, maybe all the way up to here. And then what else would cause it to break that high? Look at the time. We got 20 minutes until New York Open. A lot of volume.
So that's why you're predicting that the breaks high can go up because of the volume that's coming to the market because of the New York time frame opening now.
Exactly.
Right.
Because that volume is important, right? It's almost like, think of it like this. Let's say you have a online store or any store. Sales are good. I mean, money profits are good when people make a lot of purchases, right? A lot of people are coming there and they're purchasing. Then the profits are good because there's a lot of people purchasing. But when there's not really a lot of people purchasing, the profit and the results of your profits are not good, right? So that volume that came into your market, that came into your store, is good for profits.
Especially if you catch it at the right time, like you got a sale or you got a specific time frame where people are coming in and creating more volume within the store, right?
Exactly. It's almost like I don't know, a video game, maybe like one of the Need for Speed or even Sonic, when you hit that booster, you're just going on the track and then there's like something on the ground, maybe Mario Kart racing, and it's a booster. That volume, when you're going in the right direction, is golden. It's like, oh, beautiful, easy, effortless. You know what I mean?
And when is the time frame that the New York opens? 8:30?
8 a.m. is going to be the currency market, and then NASDAQ is shortly after that.
Right. So if you're analyzing the market around 6, seeing what's going on throughout the day, and then already, seeing what's going on by the time the volume comes in from the 8 a.m. New York market and the NASDAQ, whatever, you should have a good idea of how prices could move.
Exactly.
At least within the next hour or so. This is on the hour, right? Or in the next 30 minutes.
Well, that'll be for the currency market. That's going to be at in the next 15 minutes. On top of that, at 8:20, you'll have the Chicago Mercantile Exchange opening, which provides volume specifically for gold. And then you have the New York Stock Exchange opening at 9:30 a.m. New York time. So that'll be 9:30 in Bali time, 9:30 p.m. Bali time. So you got a lot of volume coming in shortly. You got the currency, the Forex currency market is opening at 8 a.m. That's in 15 minutes. Then the New York Stock Exchange, one of the largest financial markets in the world, the largest financial market in the world, opening at 9:30. In between the currency market opening at 8 a.m. and the New York Stock Exchange, you have the COMEX, which is the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, which also causes nice movement in gold to push. So actually, 15 minutes, 8 a.m., we might have some movement, right? But that 1 hour candle might want to create a bottom wick first. It may want to create a bottom wick first. So the next 1 hour candle may want to create a bottom wick and then drive up. And then around 8:20, you're gonna have some type of push, some type of movement. But look at this now. Now this is turning blue. It's turning blue now. So we might get a push. So you got a new 15-minute candle to open. It closed below the range. I said if this 30-minute candle closes below the range, I'll remove the buy stop. If this 30-minute candle closes below the range. So this 15-minute candle closed below the range. Might be creating a bottom wick if it respects this 15-minute low to continue and then push up. We'll find out within 15 minutes. But do you see this situation here? We just have to wait. We didn't take a single trade. We didn't try to have any FOMO. We didn't want to feel like we're missing out on something. If it's not a part of our plan, we didn't miss anything, actually. Our plan is to wait for this 30-minute candle to tell us what's about to happen. That's our plan.
So typically the analysis to kind of, because you always trade this range of time from 8 to like 9:30, 10. You normally trade that time. So
for
you
New
normally
York session, yeah, for New York session, you should be on the time. You should be on the markets at that time because that's where volume's coming in, right? Let's say you have I mean, sure, you have some markets that are 24 open, right? You can go to Alpha Mart, Indomart, 7-Eleven. It might be 24 hours, right? But for sure, they have data in their store on what time frame is the best time frame for purchases. They probably have the least volume of purchases after midnight, and the most volume of purchases maybe anywhere from the morning until late afternoon or early evening, right? Or they may have the greatest volume of purchases from the morning to just after lunch. And then again, after working hours and school hours, more people are coming in, right? So yeah, timing is important. It's very important.
Yeah, I see, bro. I see. It's crazy. So, so typically, to even you haven't put any trades in right now. You spend about an hour and a half or so doing the analysis of how the market is trending, different top-down analysis. So,
No, no,
based
no.
on
For the
all,
analysis, I spent like maybe 5 minutes, and we just been
like,
waiting for a setup.
so basically, this is not analysis. This is a setup. You're saying.
No, no, yeah, we're just waiting for a setup. We already have the analysis here. We got buys above here, and more buys above here. If a support is formed here, we got more buys here. So the analysis is already here. Buys above here. It played out. Somebody entered admit. Somebody entered a gold buy here, right around here, what I believe it was. And they won that trade, right? So the analysis is already here. We're just waiting for the setup. And the analysis, the setup, and the entry, they're three different things. The analysis is saying, let me see if I can open on desktop. What is it called? It's called Bible. Okay. Can I open this here? Can you see this? Can you guys see this price
Yeah.
actions, trade setups? This is everyone can download this from free at epicfx.academy. It's there, it's the playbook, right? So the analysis is saying which direction is price gonna go. Is it gonna be bullish or is it going to be bearish? Okay, so if we say it's going to be bullish, now we're waiting for the setup. Now, let's say it's going to be bullish. Now we get a closure like this. So now we're waiting. We're expecting next candle to create a bottom wick and then drive up. The entry is the buy stop above the previous candle high, right? So the analysis, again, the analysis is it going to go, is it going to go up or is it going to go down? If we say it's going to go down and we see a setup like this where it closes below, it closes outside of this range, even though we said it's going to go down, but now this bullish candle here, let me just draw it. This bullish candle right here, if it closes outside of this range, even though we said price is going to go down, right? We said bearish. And it closes outside of this range, but this next candle closes back into this range. We're waiting for this candle to create a high and then to continue and fill the range. And that's our setup. And our entry is right here on the low of this candle, this bearish candle right here. When it breaks the low of this bearish candle, that's our entry. So our analysis, our setup, and our entry are three different things. So for the analysis, yeah, we already have the analysis here. That's a great question, bro. We already got the analysis done right here. Now we're just waiting for our setup. And one thing I said earlier is, I said that this 1 hour candle is going to create a bottom wick. Most likely, because what most candles have a top and bottom wick. And what happened now? It finally created this bottom wick, and it might make it even bigger. I don't know. We'll see. And then another thing I said is, if this 30-minute candle right here,
Which candle? That one, the red one? The bearish one?
if this 30-minute candle right here, if it closes below here, I'm going to remove the buy stop. If it closes below here, I'll remove the buy stop.
So why do you need to put a buy stop if you're not going to make an entry?
I'm sorry?
Why do you need to create a buy stop when you're not actually going to do an entry at that moment?
I put the buy stop up here because I was expecting, so we have a buy stop right here. And I put that buy stop because I was expecting this candle to just create a bottom wick and then continue driving up. But it's staying in this range. That's why I said if it stays in this range, when the 30-minute or the hourly closes, then I'll remove the buy stop and I'll wait for the setup I'll wait for another setup.
Right, right. So the buy stop is basically giving you the range of when you want to make an entry.
The buy stop is my activation for the entry. So my buy stop is here on MetaTrader. It's right. Oops. On MetaTrader, my buy stop is set up like right here. Why am I not drawing? Draw. Okay, here we go. My buy stop is set up right here on MetaTrader. So if this candle was to do something like this earlier. Oh, what's going on? Sorry. If this candle was to do something, this candle right here was actually instead just to come down, create the bottom wick, and then drive up, then it would activate my buy stop and continue driving. But now it's breaking the previous candle lows. So now I'm going to remove my buy stop and wait for another setup.
I got you. So I say if it had gone up, you would have maybe put an entry in there and took some pips out of that range.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly. So now we just have to wait for this hourly to close. But if this one becomes bullish right here, then I'm interested in replacing my buy stop once again. And I'm going to actually place it right now because this is something called a liquidity grab. So if it wants to flip before the hourly candle closes, then so I'm going to put my buy stop right now, right back above where it was. because what may have occurred here is it just created the bottom wick for the 1 hour, and then at 8 a.m. it might just drive. So I got my buy stop here, got my buy stop back in place after removing it, because now there's a lot of volume rejecting from this downside. If it drives before the hourly closure, I'll keep the buy stop. And if it doesn't drive, I'll remove the buy stop again. If it doesn't drive before the hourly closure, I'll remove the buy stop again. So I got another buy stop once more.
You know, you said that when you
On the
do this,
previous.
you know, when you put the buy and sell this thing here, you said if you right click it on the settings, it shows you like how many
When I put
pips and
what?
all of that.
What thing here?
The short and long position. And you
Uh-huh.
told me if you click on the settings, it tells you like how many pips you can put in, the lot sizes, and it tells you how much you're going to make and all of that. I
Yeah.
tried doing it, but it was complicated. So I didn't do it. I didn't use it.
You see this quantity right here?
Yeah.
This quantity is the lot size. So that's a 4.62 for gold risking, I believe, risking 1% risk on $100,000 account. So on an account size of 100,000 at 1% risk, with this stop loss size of 21 pips, it's giving me a lot size of 4.62. If you round it up, it's 5, right? It's giving me a 5 lot size. On
Right.
GJ, for instance, let's say we had an entry below here. Stop loss was the high of the current candle. TP is whatever, wherever, it doesn't matter. But the risk, now it's giving me a oh yeah, that's kind of weird. 50,000 JPY. That's very interesting. Very interesting. Why would it say JPY? Interesting. I have to look into this one. But as I mentioned here, for gold with this USD, that's how it works.
So the quantity is the lot size, yeah.
Quantity is the lot size, yeah.
And then you just put it into the MT4 4.6 or whatever.
Look at this 1 hour rejection here. Look at this 1 hour. So we got 3 minutes. I'm going to remove this buy stop again. It wasn't doing what I was expecting it was going to do. So buy stop is removed and we're going to close this. Yeah, you
What
just put that lot size into MT4. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
What do you think about GJ right now?
GJ right now, not much. Interested in sales below here, but since we have this support here, I'm actually going to adjust this down to here. It might break these candles lows, who knows? But now interested in sales below 169.87. $169.87. Then you got these clean sales all the way down to here for how many pips? For 60, almost 70 pips. So yeah, sales below there are much cleaner. Sales below here, much cleaner. Below 169.87. Much cleaner, much cleaner. You got the, oh, wait a second, what happened on GJ? Yeah, 30 minute. Okay, so on gold, 30 minute, we got a 1 hour closer in 1 minute and 12 seconds. So let's see. Strong rejection on this 1 hour. Strong rejection. 4 hour, still looking good. 30 minute, bearish. So what could happen here is that this 30 minute could close like this. The next 30 minute could potentially close something like this. The 30 minute after that could close something like like this. And then we could potentially wait for the next candle to create a bottom wick and then drive up to fill the top of the next range. And so what would that be? That would be, this is going to be the 8. This is about to be the 7:30 closer. This would be the 8:30 closer. This would be the 9 closure. And then this one right here would be New York Stock Exchange open right here. So 30-minute just closed. It closed back into the range. This one could drive back down, but if it break these highs, I'm interested in an impulse above here to drive up. But if it does, like I said, it might do, which means that we have a bearish closure here for the 8:30. Then we got this 9 a.m. Support form right here. And then you got buys up here, right? So it would be, this would be, this one would be the 8:30. This would be the 9 a.m. and this would be the 9:30 candle. So you got some stuff. And then, like I said, if this current candle breaks the high of this candle right here, if this current candle here breaks the high of this candle, I'm taking an impulse to drive up. What that means is it's not a buy stop. Well, I could set the buy stop now, actually. I will set the buy stop now. If it breaks that, I want to take an entry for buys. Because then I believe it's going to continue driving up if it breaks the high in this
I
bullish
think that
market.
because of the volume that's going to come into the market from the New York time frame, right?
Yeah, exactly. Because of the volume. Yep, exactly.
Are you doing it at the top of the wick?
No, it's going to be like 2 pips above that wick. So it's precisely at 2033.04. Damn, full margin. Who was that? Who was that? Don't be ashamed. You got to right click your tab to mute. So if you right click the top of your tab, you can mute the tab.
It's on my phone, bro.
Oh, it's on your phone?
Yeah, I don't know. Every time I go to enter a trade on gold, it just goes bling.
Your lot size might be too big. If it respects this high, let's say this candle respects that high, so what's going to happen then? If it's respecting that high, it can be like I said, right? If it respects that high, it can give us something like I said, right? Something like this. Here's my eraser. So if this current candle respects that high, meaning that it doesn't break this high, then it can be sort of like what we've already drew out here.
So would you say, like, I see in the probability standpoint, based on your experience trading, from this 8 a.m. time frame to like 9:30, where the markets are opening, would you say in general, like if the price typically from the volume goes up? Would you say that let's take a general like analysis of your from your experience, or is it always kind of up and down?
1 second. Let me. Okay. So I'm sorry. Say it again. What were you saying? You said.
Yeah, like would you say like typically from this time frame when New York opens and the Chicago opens and all that, typically from 8 to like 10 a.m. or 8 to 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on our time, would you say that that's generally the time where price generally goes up because of the volume? Like from your experience, would you say it typically has gone up?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, without a doubt. Again, like it's the opening of the largest financial market in the world. So some of the biggest moves that we've ever seen on stocks, or on gold or on currency pairs is around this time.
It's crazy though. I mean, it seems like why would you like why like since we know this, like should we just only focus? I mean, like now that I'm learning about this, it seems like I wouldn't want to trade any other time frame at all. Like I would just
Yeah,
want to
so
focus.
it's almost like this. Like imagine you're a Gojek driver and you have the time that you can sign in on Gojek, right? But you're in a city where it always rains. And it always rains from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. And then from 10 a.m., it's flooded. The streets are flooded because of the rain, right? So that rain is flooding the streets from 10 to 1 p.m. So 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. You're going to say to yourself as a Gojek driver, I'm never making deliveries at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. I don't mind being wet in the rain, but I know that from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., the streets are always flooded with water. So I don't want to drive, right? But you do have those people that's still going to try to drive anyway, right? We see their motor get stuck all the
Yeah.
time.
I need this money.
Yeah, like I'm gonna try it anyway, but their motor always gets stuck or they fall in the water or something like that. Yeah, no. So I mean, there's gonna be people who still want to try to trade anyway. But if that's their plan and their strategy, then hopefully it works.
No, bro, it just seems like so. I mean, based on the volume, yeah, I'm really waiting. I want to see what happens to the volume during these time frames because it just seems as though like it makes logical sense. Like this is how these markets are opening. These are the biggest markets in the world. Why would you bet against? You know what I'm saying? Why would you think that the price could potentially go down? You know, if anything, if I don't make a
I
trade,
mean, price can go down, it can go up, it can go any direction at once, but it's gonna be
in general.
different. It's gonna be different where there's less volume in the market. It might go down
Right.
slow, or it might
Right.
go up slow, or it might just range. You get what I'm saying? When there's less volume in the market. Think of it like this. We want to go clubbing, right? The best nights to go clubbing would be ladies' night, which is worldwide, almost worldwide, every Wednesday night, or Friday and Saturday. But if you go to the club on a Tuesday expecting that it was just gonna be lit and it was gonna be all these people in the club, and you get there and it's empty, you're gonna be like, damn, kind of dead in here. Yeah, I mean, you're in a club on a Tuesday night. You know what I'm saying?
Drake might
Oh,
turn it up on a Tuesday though. I don't know.
yeah, that the McConan turned up on a Tuesday. Yeah, exactly. But lady nights for sure, because Wednesday drinks are free for the women. So all the guys are coming because there's gonna be a lot of women there because they want free drinks. Some places they give dinner before. Some places they give dinner before, right?
Right.
Let's see. So if this candle breaks this, oops, sorry about that. Let me put that back. If this candle breaks this low right here, then I'll remove the buy stop. Because then it might just go down and fill this range. And that means that it's going back to create what we already discussed earlier. Right? This is what we discussed earlier. I drew it out. There's proof. I said it might make something like this, yeah? So let's see. But if it doesn't, then great. We got our buy stop set up for volume to keep it pushing up. On a Tuesday. So this one right here, it looks like when it broke this previous candle low, what happened? It created that bottom wick. What did we say? Majority of candles have a top and bottom wick. So that 1 hour came back down and created that bottom wick. Did we not say that? Can anybody tell me if I said that or not? Anybody? Somebody? Nathan?
No, you definitely said that. Can't niggas talking about them like 100 times. Like, I know that's the slogan now.
Yeah. So looking at that 1 hour, that was a 1 hour candle. It didn't have a bottom wick. It came back down. Sure enough, it created it. But now we're getting these rejections here, right? We got this hourly closer that closed here. But again, so what does that mean? Now we're getting these rejections. So that means that this is a key level. We pointed this out earlier, right? I said, look to the left, right? That was on the 30-minute. I said, look to the left. The key level, right? Because of this right here. It acted as a support in the past for price here on May 4th, 2023. It acted as a support. So it was a key level for me. So that means that this resistance is kind of strong, right? It rejected this 30-minute candle, rejected here. It couldn't close above. But volume is what can cause these sort of key levels to be broken, these strong supports and these strong resistances. Volume. They say the trend is your friend. Well, volume is your homie. If the trend is your friend, volume is your homie. That's the homie. All right, let's see. So we just gotta wait. What's going on with GJ? It's just in that range right here. Nothing really, just in this range. What's going on with gold? We got about it looked like we might have this happening right now on gold. We got about 9 minutes until Comex. So what are we gonna do? It's gonna kill some time. We gotta wait. This is the waiting room. I like to play some chess while I'm waiting.
I bet you. I'm gonna grab a bite to eat real fast. I'm
All
still
right,
in though. I'm grab a bite to
9
eat.
minutes to see how it moves during Comex. Let me see. Mute tab. Eight minutes until Comex.
Yo, have you tried to eat at Allow Guys before?
Hello, guys.
Yeah.
And Kamung.
No, I'm in Grand Indo. I'm gonna try it right now.
Yeah. I think it's from the US or something, right? It's like these bowls. I think I had it before. It's like these
Banging
nice.
though.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, I remember. Actually, I kind of want some now. Now that you mention it.
I googled Allow and the first thing that came up. I was like, oh snap! All right, let me try.
Yeah, hello, guys. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of want some now. You're gonna order Go Food?
Nah.
What's this guy trying to do? Perfect. Perfect. Got a 15-minute closure in 1 minute and 5 minutes remaining till Comex, Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. I gotta call it the wait. Trading is the waiting room. Just wait, wait, wait. Oh damn, he just took my bishop. I'm slipping. I'm slipping. I am definitely slipping. That's for sure. Um, he's running out of time though, and we got 4 minutes remaining until Comex. Mm. Haha, he thought I was gonna. Okay. All right, so it looks like gold is gonna break this low here, and I am interested in removing this buy stop. And if it breaks this low, I'm interested in an impulse entry on the break of the low, which looks like it's gonna happen. Looks like it's gonna happen. Oh, it didn't happen. Damn. It did not happen. Respect it. Respect it. Respect. Respect.
And what do you think about, day trading? I mean, like, not scalping, but like, uh, just leaving the trade for like a whole day.
Yeah, I think a lot of people do that, but again, like, so it depends on the setup, right? So for instance, this looks like, as I mentioned in analysis, that this could drive all the way up to at least here, or even potentially here, right? So in this type of analysis, it looks like it'd be a nice setup, but it took this day and this day for us to get that type of analysis.
Yeah.
Yeah, so a lot of people are interested in day trading, and yeah, I think it's gonna require a lot of patience, much smaller lot sizes, but could be big rewards. But you got to know when you're gonna take it profit and when you're gonna leave profit. It takes a lot of discipline.
So you're more a scalper.
Yeah, I'm interested in the scalps because we only need a portion of the market. We're not looking. I got a sell stop on the break of the low right here. Sell stop. It is at my sell stop is at 20, 30, 42, and it is activated now. And Comex is in 1 minute. I'm going to quit trading. Let me put my stop loss up here. I got a stop loss at the current high at the high of the current candle, and I'm driving now. So I'm already activated, and we're driving. Sorry, I need to put this here for you guys. So we're activated, we're driving, stop loss at the high of the current candle, and we are how many pips in now? We're only 5 pips in. We're only 5 pips in. I think I'm gonna move my stop loss to the high of the. No, just leave it. All right, cool. Anybody else in this position or just me? Okay, it's driving. So at 10 pips, I'm gonna secure some profits, which is now. Cool. Oh, I got slipped on my I got slipped. I didn't get 10 pips yet. I got slipped. But I'm gonna bring my Zoom stuff out of my view because I can't see anything. Okay, here we go. Cool. Yeah, I think there's a lot of people who are doing the day trading and it works out for them if it works out for them. For me personally, I find it I'm gonna go break even on this position now because why not make it a risk-free trade? And I really want to get those buys though, which I think you're gonna have to wait till like New York. Okay, I just got stopped out and I secured some profits. Awesome. Sweet. Dub, dub, dub.
Yeah, bro. So I hear you say a lot, like I'm gonna turn this into a risk-free trade. Why don't you start like why don't you start every trade as a risk-free trade? Why do you have to why do you do it after you're ready until you this?
What's your question? Why isn't every trade risk-free?
I mean, like you said, like all right, I'm gonna turn this, I'm gonna take off the stop loss or something, and then I'm gonna turn this into a risk-free trade. Like why would you like not enter the trade as a risk-free trade? You know what I'm saying?
If I don't enter the trade, it's risk-free. But if I enter the trade, it has to move before I can make it risk-free. Because once I'm in the trade, it has to move somewhere first. And then only then am I able to make it risk-free. Okay,
Oh,
I'm gonna close full profit now in this trade. Because there's this level. Sweet. And I want to get these buys. So okay, sweet. I'll just leave this here. If you didn't take anything off, or if you didn't close full, I would say right around here is the spot you want to close full. Did you hop in anything, Silver? No. Still on AUD? You're muted. No, maybe off the. So let's look at GJ real quick. Yeah, still in this range. I think down here below would be nice for sells. And we're probably gonna get these sells maybe when gold wants to go back up. So let's see. This was something we made earlier, right? It's much bigger than what we were looking at. So now I guess it would look something. It might look something like this potentially. Let's see. So this idea. Oh damn! Look at that. That's why you go risk free because look at that rejection. This idea might look something like this now. Look at that. Look at that rejection. That's why we go risk free. You know what I mean? Look at that. Ooh, that's beautiful. So those buys that I wanted, that's why I said I don't want to be too long in this because I really want these buys. We might get those buys actually. We're gonna have a 30-minute closure in 6 minutes. And the buys I'm interested in would be something like this. Let's say this one closed bullish. Then this next one creates a bottom wick and then drive up. I'm definitely interested in those buys for sure. Yeah, so you can't just immediately go risk-free because then you don't give the opportunity for the trade to occur. It might go against you and close you out, and then it might just shoot. So it's better confirmation that if it drives first, at least 10 pips or something like that, then that was a nice 17 pips. If it drives first like 10 pips, then you go risk-free because then it has a greater chance to continue driving in that direction if it already went 10 pips.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
But you can go risk-free maybe at like 5 or 10 pips, but definitely closing full or partial profits at 10 pips. A lot of trades these days, I like to go risk-free at like 5 pips. And it's dope. I mean, being able to go risk-free is almost like what do you call it? It's almost like if someone says, give me $1,000, I'll let you take a shot. If you make it, I'll give you $3,000. But if you miss it, you lose your $1,000. That might be interesting. Like, yo, nigga, I can shoot all day, no problem. That might be very interesting, right? But what if they told you, don't give me anything, take this shot. If you make it, I'll give you $3,000. You're like, I get the chance, I have the opportunity to take this shot risk-free. That's what you're telling me? Yeah. For the chance to win potentially $3,000. You're gonna be like, yo, hell yeah, nigga. Risk-free for sure, all day. No doubt. You got what I mean?
Right, right. So I would say, is there a way you can change the lot size? Once you make the trade risk free, can you like boost your lot size up or not? It's already fixed once you the trade.
You can change your lot size so that you're risking much less, but you can't change the lot size to a manner where you're risk-free. All you can do is adjust your stop loss. So,
I'm, I'm saying
for
like
instance,
not like
when I
make
enter
it
this
like
trade,
larger.
I got a stop loss, let's say above this candle, for example, and then a take profit down here. Once price, when this new candle opens, if it goes against me, I'm already not risk-free. But if it goes in my favor and it comes like to right here, you see that? If it comes to like right here, now I can go risk-free. And if it continues to drive, even if it goes against me, I lose nothing now. But if it continues to drive, I'm already risk-free. So I'm risk-free on top of a trade that's already going in profit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
I
we
got
gotta,
you.
what's that?
Nah, I said I got you. I understand.
We got a closure in 30 minutes. I mean, in 30 minutes. We got a 30-minute closure in 1 minute and 20 seconds. And this might give us an opportunity for those buys. So I took an impulse entry here. So what was that? That entry was just sort of, it was almost like a false breakout. Except this is the resistance, but it was a false breakout in the sense of price came up, formed a resistance on this next candle. I was expecting that if this candle breaks this candle's low, it can fill this range, right? So if we go over to our price action setup Bible, it was almost like this, bearish, precisely. Let me change this. Okay, so we had this bullish move up. We had this resistance form when this bearish candle closed back down. And then on this candle right here, when it broke the low of this candle, we entered to take it down, securing profit at like 10 pips and then going risk-free. Can you guys see that? Anybody? So we got a 30-minute closure. Now let's look at the 1 hour. This 1 hour, the previous 1 hour closed weak bullish. At what level? Is that a 4-hour resistance? It is a 4-hour key level. I don't know if it's a 4-hour resistance, but it's a key level. But now it's maybe as a 4-hour resistance. Looking at the 1 hour, that 1 hour closed weak bullish. So if this 1 hour can close back into this range, then we could potentially have sales to drive down to fill the range. If we want to take an additional position. So if this 30-minute closes into this range, then where we had buys above, now we potentially have sales to fill this range. And now that gold is dropping like this, does that mean GJ is going up? Oh, coincidentally. I'm not going to say there's a correlation, but looks like GJ is trying to move up. Okay. If you didn't close full yet, and you were in this position and you're still holding it, this is a nice area to close full. Because what can happen now? If this candle right here closes, respecting this support, and then we had this huge bullish uptrend, can anybody tell me what might happen next? If we look at the, if we're looking at the price action setups for bullish wick fill, what's that?
Break and retest.
Break and retest. Yeah, sure. Or we can say wick fill. Price came up, creating this bullish high right up here. Came back down, respecting this support to fill the wick. So why do we say a wick fill? So let's see. Let's take a look and see why we might say a wick fill. Looking at gold. Let's look at the 4 hour. Oh, there's a wick here on the 4 hour. Damn, it might be a wick fill potentially as a setup. Right? Look at this wick. In this bullish trend, there's this wick here that price might want to just fill potentially during when Jamar or anybody. When is another high volume time approaching us? We have another high volume time that's going to approach us at what time? Or what is it?
Yeah.
NYSE. Anybody know what that stands for? NYSE?
New York Stock Exchange.
New York Stock Exchange. So New York Stock Exchange could potentially drive price back up to fill this wick. If this candle closed bullish right here, if this candle closed bullish right here, then we could potentially see that beginning to form. It means that we're going to have a support form somewhere right here. The next candle break on the break of this high, we look to drive up for the wick fill, which would give us about, let's say if it happened with this candle, or any candle for that matter. This range here is a nice 25, 30 pips. It might be this candle, but we'll see. Because this is still very bullish, right? The 4 hour is still bullish. The daily is still bullish. The 1 hour is currently bearish. We just gotta wait. So this price right here was trending up, formed this high up here, had a pullback, and then maybe bounce right back up. Does that make sense to anybody?
Yeah.
So let's see. On the 5-minute, on a 15-minute, we got a 15-minute closure in about 9 minutes. So we got 9 minutes. So if we gotta wait 9 more minutes for a 15-minute closure, what are we gonna do? Any any guess? Anybody? Well,
Yes.
I can make this move and then I can look at I can look at British pound. It's going back up. So if gold is gonna be going back up, British pound is gonna drop some more. Potentially. I'm not saying there's a correlation, but there's a huge coincidence. Okay. I'm gonna move my knight here and see if I can. Oh, dang, he got me. Not really, but I'm gonna see if I can take his knight out. Oh, that sucks. Ah, so we're gonna do bishop for bishop, yeah? So it looks like. Yeah, bishop for bishop. I take his, he took mine. But I want to move this one here. Cool. Oh, damn, I screwed up. What was I doing? I wasn't even paying attention to that. Still destroying them on time though. So let's see. Oh, damn, I screwed up again. What do I do? What am I doing? Being distracted. Or was I right here? Definitely been distracted. Let's see. What we got popping over here? I'm destroying them on time though. It's gonna take that. Right. All righty. Cool. We got 6 minutes until a 15-minute closure. And gold is potentially going to break below here. I'm all for it for sure. Let's see.
Bro,
Yo,
that album has the best food I've ever had in my life.
you said you said what?
That album guy's banging, bro.
Oh, it's good, yeah.
Bro, just rice, chicken, and veggies. You can't go wrong. It's so
And
good right now.
they got that sauce. That sauce is incredible.
Yo, they got the, it's like in New York, bro. Like it's like chicken over rice. That's how they make it in New York.
Chicken over rice, yeah.
White sauce
Still,
with the red
oh no, it
sauce.
wasn't stalemate. I thought it was stalemate. Checkmate. He got me. I lost that one. All right, let's see. If we can get a 30-minute closure below here, that would be great. That invalidates the wick fill, and it means that the 4-hour is still bullish, so it doesn't invalidate the wick fill just yet. Actually, we would need sells below. If we want to take sells, the earliest we could take them is below here, but I like them better below here. So I think price is still very bullish as long as it's respecting this resistance right here on the 4-hour. So we might get a support formed. It is 20 minutes until 1-hour closure, and then NYSE, New York Stock Exchange, is going to be 30 minutes after that. Give me a second, guys. I want to grab something to drink, and I'll be right back. All right. We got 13 minutes until a 1 hour closure. Were you at the mall, bro?
Yeah, yeah, I'm in Granada.
Very nice.
Yeah, my spot is like right down the street, bro. Just walk over there.
Mm.
But I ain't gonna lie, I'm inspired now, bro. I'm making my own halal guys with the trade now, bro.
Allow guys, yeah.
Bro, it's just rice, chicken, and vegetables. That's it. And sauce.
Delicious.
Yeah, bro, you can't go wrong. It's like it's perfect.
Oh, look at this 5-minute fake out. Dang. 5-minute fake out, break of this bearish candle high to the left. To drive up and fill the range. That would be nice. I think I'm gonna take this 5-minute. Not this one, but so this 5 minutes about to close. There's gonna be another 5-minute. If it closed something like this, then the next 5-minute could just drive up and fill the range. You got 30 seconds. I'm not gonna take it though. I don't think I'm gonna take it. I want to stick to the 30-minute. It looks really nice though. Actually, I'm gonna take this one. So here's the 5-minute, right? It's gonna be like this on the break of the highs. Up to here. Stop loss is gonna be down here. Below the previous 5-minute candle. I'm gonna just take it with a low risk. So if this current 5-minute breaks this high right up here, I'll be entered into this trade. If it doesn't happen within the next, what do you call it, 10 minutes, I'll close it out and we'll just wait. We will wait. Nine minutes until an hourly closure. Any questions? Did any of you guys ever imagine that So now you see why there's live simulations, right? The back testing and the candles are moving really quickly because otherwise you'll be, if you really try to test at the same time, you'll be waiting around like 4 hours, like an actual session, right?
Yeah, true, true.
Because now we're just waiting 8 minutes until a 1 hour closure. Let's look at the 1 hour. I think this is really gonna do that NYSE play out that I mentioned, but it might look something like this instead. The next 30-minute candle, if this support is respected, the next 30-minute candle might close something like this, and then NYSE might do something like this. So we gotta wait and see. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Any suggestions on what can be done during the waiting period? I usually play chess, but that's a one-person game.
No idea actually. What can you do in the Zoom?
Where are you at right now, bro? Jakarta?
Yeah, I'm in
Maybe?
Jakarta right now
Uh,
with my brothers.
nice.
Where are you? Are you in Kuala Lumpur, Bali?
Actually, I just flew today from Kuala Lumpur to Sumatra. So I'm in
Sumatra?
Sumatra today, yeah.
Are you living there or just vacation?
No, I'm just gonna be here for like just not too long. Nothing too crazy.
Ah, I see.
Okay, we're about to get a 5-minute closure in um what is that? 1 second, sweet. So we got a 5-minute closure, 15-minute, 30-minute, 5 minutes. Got a 1 hour and a 30-minute closure in 5 minutes. If we get a 30-minute closure in this range with a 1 hour candle that has a nice wick, because mind you, this next candle is not just a new 1 hour candle, it's a new 4 hour candle, right? It means that if this 4 hour candle is rejecting down to here in 5 minutes, it means that it's respecting this resistance right here. But if it doesn't, and it closes above this resistance, the next 4 hour candle could create a nice bottom wick first, and then continue to drive up. Does this make sense? Especially if this closed with no bottom wick. If this closed with no bottom wick, look at that. It might go right back into that range, which is somewhere, I think, right here. Let's see. Oh, no, not even that far down. It's only right here, and it's already respecting it now. Look at that. The 4 hour candle is closing in 3 minutes, and right now it's respecting this 4 hour resistance. So let's see if it's going to close above or below. Isn't that crazy? Look at the time frame. This is the 4 hour candles now. Look right here. This is a 4-hour resistance. So if this 4-hour is not closing above this resistance and it's rejecting like this, strong indication that the next 4-hour could come down, fill this range, even close below, and the next 4-hour candle could even potentially come all the way down here, which means that the daily is also going to flip if that happens. If that happens. The daily would flip somewhere down here. If that happens. So let's see. 3 minutes remaining for this 4-hour closure. I'm going to close this buy stop that we did not get activated with. One minute remaining for a 4-hour closure. It's respecting this 4-hour resistance. You guys understand what I'm talking about? There's a 4-hour
Yeah.
resistance right here. And price is currently respecting it. Thirty 30 seconds remaining for a 1-hour, 4-hour closure. So that means this 30-minute might close back into this range. And the 4 hours potentially closing below this resistance in 3 and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow. So the 4-hour rejected this 4-hour resistance. 30-minute close right back into this range. And the 1-hour close right back into this range. Wow. And now driving down. Let's see if it's going to respect this support here. Oh, that was a 1-hour support. I mean, 30-minute. Driving back down into this range. So, we can actually wrap it up now because we got some nice W's today. I called out one. I wasn't able to get into that first one. I was waiting for some additional confirmations. And then I called out this impulse on the sales. I was able to hop into that. And so it's been a pretty good day. So we don't want to overtrade. You don't want to stay on the charts too much. I mean, even after that first dub, if you got into that first W trade, then beautiful, beautiful. If you didn't, and you got into the sales, if you were also following along, then beautiful. You got some dubs today. So so to prevent the possibility of over trading, Any questions? And then we'll wrap it up now, actually.
Nah, no questions for me.
But bro, you're not gonna wait for the next wave, the next push of volume to come in, or you just want to just follow the bid?
Maybe if I didn't have that nice winning trade. I mean, if you got, we can stick around if you got time actually, but I probably won't be taking any more trades.
Oh, no, we can do it next time, man. It's all good.
No, I mean we can actually. I don't mind sticking around and we take a look to see how it plays out for New York Stock Exchange, especially since it'll be your first time like observing it to see how it actually plays out. But I probably won't enter any trades, but I'll explain the entry if there is a setup. We just gotta essentially we gotta wait for the next 30-minute candle. This might play out according to, I don't know, but let's look at GJ. GJ trying to push up now. Gold pushing down.
Yeah.
You potentially have more sales below here, but that's the 1 hour, sorry. Let's look at the 30-minute. No. On a 30-minute, need a closure below here. On the 1 hour, you will have a closure below here in the 1 hour for more sales. Gold is melting. Beautiful. So, Nathan, to go back to your previous question, like about intraday trading, and the thing is, let's say you wanted to take this up, like let's say you wanted to get into a position. Where is my position sizer? Let's say you want to get into position right here to take these buys all the way up to here. And your stop loss is maybe down here at this level. So your stop loss, just below this level here, and you want to take it up to for these buys all the way up to here, maybe to this level. You would have entered this trade, price would have ranged, it would have went up some more, it would have came down some more, it would have went up here, it would have came down. You're gonna be so upset if you didn't take profits right up here. You're gonna be like, man,
Yeah, true.
damn, I should have. So instead of like trying to even play around in that game and trying to catch positions for days, it's better to just get in and get out. Honestly.
Yeah, I get it.
Look how the 4 hours rejecting. I mean, look how the daily's rejecting. Yesterday rejected like that too. So this is yesterday's candle. It went up, came back down and closed right here with a rejection. Today's candle went up and rejected. So this area is like, I mean, it's seems like a zone of rejection. Definitely a zone of rejection. This also seems like a little area of rejection because look what these 1 hour wicks did. They couldn't close below here. They rejected and then continued to drive up. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. Got a 30-minute closure in about 23 minutes. Those cells were nice, man. They kept going. Sheesh. They kept going. Okay, we got about 20 minutes. Let me see what's going on here.
No, but yeah, bro. I mean, if you tired or whatever, you need a break. It's cool. You can continue next time. But I just wondering. I can still look at it right on the trading view.
Yeah. No, it's okay. I think we got about 20 minutes. I mean, it's all the same. It's just waiting.
Yeah.
So it's good to pick up a hobby like chess or something. You know what I mean?
It's like some checkers, man.
Some checkers maybe. Something that's gonna keep the time.
Yo, anyway, I'm gonna eat some dinner, all right? So I'm gonna leave the Zoom.
Okay. All right, I'll see you
Alright.
soon.
Yes, see you next time.
Okay, cheers, bro. Mhm. 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 I'm playing horrible this game. I don't know why I'm playing so crappy this game. Guess it didn't matter that I wasn't playing the best. Let's see where he wants to go. Stalemate. Or draw, sorry, not stalemate. All right. Oh, look at that rejection on gold. So what is GJ doing? Let's see. Still trying to climb up.
My bad. What you say?
I said there's this rejection on gold and GJ's still trying to climb up. 15-minute just closed on gold with this huge rejection. 30-minute in New York Stock Exchange right around the corner. So this is the 4-hour candle. It may have just created the bottom wick to continue driving up, but we don't know yet. It did respect this 4-hour bearish candle low down here, but it broke the previous bullish 4 hours low. And the previous bullish 4-hour closed back into this range. Wow. So can New York Stock Exchange open causes to drive up? Potential buys above here.
My bad, bro. My earphones died. You say something?
Oh yeah, no problem. What is that? Your Bluetooth?
Yeah, my AirPods. But all I see is price coming back up a little bit. So what is that? Oh yeah, 30 minutes. Yeah, bro. I learned a lot, bro. Honestly, this session. Like I can't wait to the next one because I think I don't know if I can do a demo account yet, but I just learned a lot, bro. Like I think I kind of have a good grip on like or a better grip on just, like, the whole idea, the process, the whole thing, man. So appreciate you, man.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. I'm glad. For sure. No, so I think what may happen here is you got this 4 hour coming back up, right? So like I said earlier, you had the 4 hour candle that opened up at 9. It probably came down to create a bottom wick, although this previous bullish 4 hour rejected and closed right below this range again. But this next 4 hour might drive back up and close above the range. It respected the previous bearish 4 hour candles low. And so it might just have the potential to drive back up. You got more volume coming in about 8 minutes from New York Stock Exchange. So this could potentially drive back up, fill this wick, and yeah, just seeing some beautiful trades here potentially.
I don't know, bro. I mean, I see from the last push of volume though, the price did go up though. Like you took clips out of that, right?
No, no, I didn't hop into that.
But it did go up though.
Yeah, it went up. So it
Yeah.
came down here, created this low,
Yeah.
and we got a 30-minute closure in about 6 minutes with New York Stock Exchange opening. So we'll see
Yeah. I want to
if
see it.
NYSE can push it up even further.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Oh, is GJ coming back down? Japanese, British pound, Japanese yen might be coming back down. Five minutes until NYSE. Could be some more volume in the market. Oh, the volume might come in right before anyway, because it's trying to push right now. Dang.
Yo, so on a typical day, how many hours do you think you spend in the markets?
Maybe it depends. So like maximum, I'll spend maybe like 4 hours maximum. But if I take my trade, if I get on the charts at like 6:30 and there's a trade and I take it and I win it, then I'm done. I'm done for the day. But like even in this case, I think today would have been about what 6:30. We got on 6:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30. I think it would have been about we had our first trade within the first hour, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Can't remember. So I would have actually been done at that time, but I didn't hop into that trade. Then the next one was within like an hour. It was less than 2 hours because right now it's only 3 hours now. 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, right? So max 4 hours. Max 4 hours. But if the trade already occurs within like the first 30 minutes, the first 1 hour, then that's it. No need to overtrade. It's not going to. I think a lot of times people think about trading just how they think about other things. like, oh, if I do more of this, then it means more of this, right? It's like if I take more golf swings, I got a better form. That might work with golf, right? But in trading, it doesn't work like that. The more trading you do, the more risk you're exposing yourself to. And the purpose of trading is capital preservation. So being able to preserve your capital is like the whole purpose of trading, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you. Capital preservation. I'm writing that down.
So we have we got 1 minute until New York Stock Exchange open. It could bring more volume into the market. It won't be like a big move like if you see something with news, maybe on I think I think Wednesday we won't be trading live tomorrow, but if you watch the charts tomorrow with news, you'll see something crazy. Just how go. But with New York Stock Exchange, it's just more volume in the market. It's not gonna be like any crazy move like news or anything. So we got 22 seconds for New York Stock Exchange to open. That should bring more volume into the market. But generally speaking, there's no trade here, right? Ideally, we'd like a closure below as our confirmation or a closure above. Price already closed below here, well into the range. In this case, we want to continue buys. We'd need a support form. So this would have been a bullish candle in order for us to consider buys. But it's still bearish and it's far away from the zone. So we can't even continue the sells if we wanted to. Maybe this next candle in 30 minutes will close bullish. And then the next 30-minute, which would be a 10 a.m. candle, would be a confirmation for buys. But until that happens, we'd have to be on the charts for like another hour. And since we already took the dubs today, I think we're gonna call it a day. And we'll be back with the mentorship and the mentees for live trading on Thursday. In the meantime, if you got any other questions or anything, let me know for sure. Just hit me up anytime, bro. You know.
Word. Nah, appreciate you, bro. Nah, appreciate you,
Yeah.
bro.
And this one is recorded, so I'm gonna see. It might be too long. I don't know, but we'll see. I'll upload it to the mentorship playlist on the channel.
Word. Thanks, man.
For sure, bro. So I'll see you on Thursday.
All right, bro. Good night, man.
All right, peace,
I'm
bro.
listening. Peace.
Walaikum salam wa rahmatullah.
Peace.